Hello everybody, so I thought I'd just do a quick video because unfortunately the clouds have just rolled in and we have a really special celestial event happening tonight. The planet Mars will be at opposition, its closest to Earth, in 15 years. So, on this relatively windy evening, stay tuned and I'll teach you on what you can observe on the red planet. Okay, so what can you see on the surface of Mars? Now, in order to see the surface details, I recommend you use a telescope. The reason for this is we need to use magnification in order to resolve details on the surface. So I'm currently using an 8-inch diameter telescope, and I personally recommend that you use a telescope which is 4 inches diameter or larger, because this allows us to resolve contrast and details on the red planet. So using my Skywatcher telescope, it's ideal because it's in a moderate range whereby I'll be able to view some of these surface details. So what can you see on the red planet? First of all, with Mars being the red planet, you can see the red dusty surface and you can see the dust lanes on its surface, and because the planet rotates at the same rate as Earth, we can see details change from one night to the next. And so if you use special planetary software, and I'll link just a couple below, you can relate what you are seeing on the computer screen to what you are seeing through an eyepiece. How cool is that? The second surface detail you can see is the polar ice caps. Now these are really exciting because there is such contrast between the red dusty surface and these white patches which you see on the poles, and they're also worth a look at too. You can also see weather phenomenon, so you can even see clouds on the surface of the planet. And in some images taken by the Hubble Space Telescope, the surface appears very mottled, and this is because dust storms have kicked up which do not allow us to see these very fine details. Lastly, the most exciting one for me is being able to see the remnants of extinct volcanoes, and there's even amateur astrophotographers out there who've been able to capture features such as Olympus Mons, the largest extinct volcano in the solar system. And it's just amazing to think you can see all that from a telescope, so how cool is that? Now we are getting some clear skies actually, that's lucky. We might be able to catch a glimpse. Okay, so I don't know if my camera's going to pick this up exactly, but that bright looking object over there is the planet Mars, and this was one of the first planets I observed personally through a telescope. Okay, right, I've been waiting long enough, I'm gotta have a look at this is exciting. And with my current setup, I was using a 15mm eyepiece coupled with a 2x Barlow lens, and this is the view I had. Oh, wow! God, that is wow. That is quite wow, look at that. So from what I was observing on the night, I was actually able to see that I was observing dark dust lanes, and there was even some other features I could see as well. Yeah, you can definitely see the dust lanes, a potential ice cap. And in the time I was observing Mars, the planet had rotated, and I was able to see some major surface details, including Syrtis Major, a volcanic region on the surface of the red planet. So if you're going to take a look at Mars in the next coming days and weeks, I recommend you look as closely as you can to opposition. You want to be looking from about 9 o'clock onwards, and this is because the planet would have just risen above the horizon and begins to drift further into the sky as the Earth rotates. And the reason you want to be looking higher up is because the planet Mars will be going through less turbulence. Right, so we managed to see it. There it is, Mars in the night sky. So, it is now at opposition, as closest in 15 years, and we have seen it. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching this video. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my social media channels to follow my latest work. And here's to clear skies and all the best.